presence over distraction. Like I said, things will come to you. Like you will have realizations, you'll have messages, you'll have guidance. You'll just feel more sound and you'll just feel more at peace. It's almost like meditation. You just need that period of just nothing. So I want to start by saying my voice sounds a little bit different because I'm sick. I have a cough, a cold, whatever it is. And I want to start out with a story. Not a story, but a kind of mirror of what is happening in our own lives. When we're driving and you get in the car, every single time that you drive your car, you're always playing music. You're never able to hear how the car is running, or if you hit something, or you're never able to actually hear the truth. Like the signals that the car wants to tell you, we hear through sound. And so you're not able to hear those sounds because sound is how you identify if things are coming. Like even when if we're a prey, we hear, we hear noise, something's coming, we have to hide or we have to run away. Like you need to have silence to be able to hear. So in our own lives, it's important to also have this silence in a time period of non-consumption. We are so flooded with like media, music, movies, shows, people talking to us, friends, family. Like we are so flooded that we don't have this silence, this period of silence and solitude where we can hear our own thoughts and we can hear thoughts and messages from God and the universe. So me currently being sick right now, I don't really have like the mental capacity and the mind space for like consuming things. Like I don't want to listen to a YouTube video. I don't want to go on social media. I also have Opal, so it's shut off my social media. I don't want to listen to any music. I didn't watch any shows or movies, specifically today. And like, I'm not going to pretend and say I didn't watch these things or consume anything for like the entire time I was sick. I'm just talking about like today specifically, and then it's like this quiet, and then you're able to receive so much more messages and things that you wouldn't have heard and received if you had all this overconsumption and noise. So just like with the car, there's noise blocking the real issue or the real problems that are trying to show up in your face. Even if they're not even problems, there could just be messages or just things that you need to hear and that you need to be aware of, but you can't hear them because other things are in the way. Now, overconsumption also pours into other aspects of our lives. It's not just like social media and movies and stuff. It's also like what we're eating. When we're eating so much like variety of just like snack here, snack there, junk there, junk, like then we're not able to actually have the benefits from the nutrients that we receive from the good foods. So sometimes when we're eating so many healthy foods and you're like, oh, well, I was eating all this healthy food, but I still have inflammation. But you're not able to receive those benefits of the healing foods because there's so much clutter in the diet. So if you remove the clutter from the diet, you remove the processed foods, the refined foods, the seed oils, you're able to now reap the benefits of those foods that you're eating, like all those healthy whole foods. I'm not gonna specifically talk about like a food or say this food's bad, this food's good, except for the ones I just mentioned. But when we're able to rid ourselves of those excess overconsumption of the things that we don't need in our body, then we're able to actually feel the benefits. And I know that you guys have also felt this in life too. Like if you have like a week of just like healthy eating, or you just have like a couple days of just like clean eating, and you never really had any like refined foods or processed foods, you're gonna feel the effects of the healthy foods so much more. So it's just gonna make the benefits of those healthy foods go up. Especially with the food that we have in society now, we don't have the rich nutrients that we need in our foods that we used to have. The soil is not as rich as it used to be, and the soil is just depleted in the Western world. The nutrient content of food is not as rich. So we need to consume more of these whole foods than we were before, but there's even a more like excess of processed foods. That makes what I'm saying all the more important, because to actually feel the health benefits of the food that you're eating and the nutrients that come along with those foods, you want to reduce the overconsumption of the unhealthy. This was just like a little dive into nutrition, but this video doesn't just stop with nutrition. Like it doesn't just end with that, it's with everything. So overconsumption is unhealthy in every single aspect of life, because what we consume, we become. If we're always consuming low vibrational things, then we're going to become low vibrational. And if we want to become high vibrational, we have to consume high vibrational things. Vibrational eating is something that we can talk about on another day. It's a completely different topic. It's the vibration of food, and like, which is another reason to my diet and how I choose my foods I eat. What you consume, you become. So people sometimes just choose just food to think about. No, it's not just what you eat, it's what your thoughts are. Your thoughts is also consumption, because you're consuming those thoughts. And it's who you're around. It's what energies you're consuming as well. So what are you feeding into? Like what, maybe there's a drama and you just like feed into it, you're consuming that, and then you're going to lower your vibration. What you're consuming, you become. I'm gonna almost say that like an affirmation in this video. And also what we buy. Like, are you buying random things and makeup and skincare and things that you don't need? This again goes over the concept of like cluttering lowers your yield of the good things. Let's say I bought a bunch of skincare, okay, and I wanted to try like all these different toners, all these different serums. Me using all these products stops me from being consistent with 1 or 2 products. You want to be consistent to see the benefits. So you have to kind of maybe use this one product that you bought twice a day, or you have to use it every single night, or maybe every other single night, because like, you know, retinols, you don't want to use them every night. But you have to be consistent with products. And even like a toner or a serum, like a moisturizer, like to actually see the benefits of that one thing, you have to be consistent with it, which means you have to focus on it. And to focus on it means you can't overconsume everything else. Simplifying the skincare routine and zeroing in on like certain things, or like I said with the food, certain foods, or like with what you're consuming within like music or TV and like social media. Like if it's too much, it's not going to reap the benefits of the things that were good. So if I get on TikTok, and usually when I'm on TikTok, I'm learning a lot. Like at my For You page, I've made it just content that I actually want to see, and content that makes me feel better, content that motivates me, content that makes me feel more enriched and enlightened and higher vibration, or just better. It makes me feel happier and more joyful. But then if I'm on there for too long, I can sometimes overconsume, and I'm now consuming content and I've gotten deeper into the content of things I don't want to see, or things that are now going to dampen my mood or lower my vibration. And I know you guys have also felt this, because when we're on something for too long and we're over consuming too much, then we can get now sidetracked from our goal, and we're defocused because there's too much clutter. Especially even when I'm filming right now, like I can't have too much in the background or you're not gonna be focused. If I have like, I don't know, a fish tank here and like the whole entire bookshelf, you're gonna be maybe lost in the books or lost in the fish. You have to be focused. Like to stay focused, especially with like this dopamine stuff that's happening, and like everyone's dopamine's messed up, and everyone has ADHD. We want to prioritize not over consuming. And when you do choose what to consume, I want you guys to always choose quality over quantity. I'm going to make an example out of the skincare routine again. Choose the quality over the quantity. Like some people just want a huge array of skincare products, huge array of makeup products. Like choose quality over quantity. What is like actually going to give you the best like return for your investment? So if I buy this toner, okay, it only really moisturized my skin, but I have other things that are going to moisturize my skin, so it didn't really give me much of a return, so forget about that. Then let's choose another skincare product that actually really makes a difference. Maybe it's a little bit more money, but if you stopped consuming, not consuming, but buying 2 products that added up to that one cost, now you can eliminate those 2 products and just buy this one product. That gives you better results and gives you more return for your investment, right? If I'm always buying all these like random snacks and things I don't need, like people just buy like overconsume pop, okay? They overconsume like chips, pop, like all these like refined foods, and maybe those refined foods, like they're enjoyable to you, okay? It's okay to have them sometimes, but if you're overconsuming those, now you don't have money for the healthy foods, because you're going out to eat all the time, you're buying all these processed foods that genuinely don't like take up portions of your meals on your plate. So if you stop consuming those and stop spending money on those, you would have more money for your healthy foods. Healthy eating itself is expensive sometimes. I could make a video on how to healthy eat a little bit more on a budget, but I understand it's hard. But you want to prioritize the quality over quantity. I want you to focus in and stop overconsumption, okay? What we consume, we become. I want you guys to also look at presence over distraction. So are we always distracting ourselves, or are we present in the moment? Sometimes you just want to drive without anything. Drive without music, drive without calling someone, just drive with yourself, okay? Presence over distraction. Like I said, things will come to you. Like you will have realizations, you will have messages, you will have guidance. You'll just feel more sound, and you'll just feel more at peace. It's almost like meditation. You just need that period of just nothing. Your body needs periods of fast. Sometimes periods of nothing bring everything. Another thing too I want you guys to consider is only keep things in your life, like items, that bring you joy. So even this goes for like clothing. This can go for just things in your room, things in your house. Like, hold on to things that bring you joy and make you feel happy and make you feel the energy that you want to feel, and let go of things that are not bringing you that joy. Like, let's say like that your significant other, like, that's not in your life anymore, or like a friend, a past friend that's not in your life anymore, like someone that just got you something and it's just like, it's a reminder of them and you don't like the reminder that it brings and just doesn't make you feel happy, then you can get rid of it. Like, even if it's expensive, you can sell it or you can just donate it. Like, don't keep things around you that are not bringing you like the most joy. Imagine just being in a room of just everything that brings you joy. Like, every single thing that you look at now brings you joy. And also, it's not a huge cluttered mess. Like, you don't need a million items. There's beauty and simplicity and minimalism. And although minimalism sometimes takes away from the character of things, you still want to have character, but you want to still have the simplicity to appreciate the character. When you have so much clutter, you're not able to appreciate the things that are like such quality in your life. Say you have like a million little like trinkets and items on the wall, and like, you're not able to appreciate that one quality sculpture or one quality painting that you have, or one quality piece that you have that like brings you a lot of joy. You can still have like emotion and character with minimalism and simplicity. It's just, we don't want to overconsume. We don't want to lose focus of the important and quality things. And you want to create and cultivate a calming environment for yourself. When you go on social media, like, is it a calming and motivating, like good, happy, high vibrational environment for yourself? When you go into your room, do you feel calm? Or do you feel stressed and cluttered? Because after your day, like, the world is as cluttered and uncalm and as stressful as it can be. So you want your sanctuary of your house or your room or your car or anywhere to be calming and to be something that makes you feel happy and something that makes you feel lifted and not low. And another thing you can do is when you're on social media, you can set digital boundaries. So when you're like on the app, like, get the app Opal. Like, I'm not sponsored by them, but like, I just think it's a good app because it literally stops me from going on social media like all day long. And yeah, so like, set digital boundaries. Don't stay there for too long. Tell yourself that you can only spend like 2 hours a day, 1 hour a day, 30 minutes a day on this app or on social media or scrolling. Set a boundary, okay? Another thing is we just talked about the dopamine, but you can do a dopamine detox, and like, there's a million videos out there on dopamine detox, but it's just basically stop participating or like giving yourself all these false or negative sources of dopamine. So instead of doing like scrolling or watching a movie or a show, then you're doing sources of healthy dopamine. So like working out or reading a book or going on a walk or yoga or cleaning, like something that's going to bring you like a good source of dopamine, making a healthy meal, something that's going to bring you like happiness because it's genuinely good. It's not like a fake thing. Like when you get a text message from someone, it gives you like a false sense of dopamine. Well, it's still real dopamine, but it's like, obviously it's not the real one we want in our body. Like if you want this person to text you and they text you, you get this dopamine rush. And if they don't text you or they text you something that's like dry, you'll get this lower dopamine. You'll get like, it'll go down, like low scale of dopamine. And then let's say it's better than you expected. They're texting you like triple the times, then your dopamine is going to spike up even higher. And now it's like, your dopamine's kind of like shot because you need so much more stimulation now the next time to bring you up. So like that's when you see on social media, like you're watching this video of like this girl talking about her makeup routine or something, and then right beside it, or telling a story, and then right beside it there's like a sand, they're making like some sand castle or something, or like they're playing with like slime or clay or something, or they're like cutting those clays. Like it's like you need so much more stimulation just to stay focused. And that's where this whole entire era of just like overconsumption is. Like we're all over consuming way too much, and it's becoming this like cycle of just like we're all like shot of dopamine. And I've noticed this for myself, and that's why I wanted to make this video as well, because I know that if I'm struggling with this, everyone is struggling with this. It's so easy in this society, in this like day and age, to be so stuck in the cycle of overconsumption. That's it, guys. I just wanted to make this because I think it's really important. Hope my voice didn't sound too off in this video because of my sickness. But if you guys have other tips about overconsumption, just put them in the comments, because I think everyone needs to prioritize not over-consuming things. And don't get me wrong, it's fine to over-consume. It's fine to have like maximalist days or whatever, like when you're just like appreciating everything, like really in the moment, like messy life, like the, you know, the aesthetic, like messy life. Like it's okay to just be and just live and just like not worry about those things. But you need like periods of like recharging where you're not over-consuming. And this is something that I wanted to put in this video, is that like everyone's different, and you may not need this, like you may not thrive in this environment, but most people need like a period of just like non-consumption, and just like it's gonna be hard to just do non-consumption. So not non-consumption, but non-overconsumption, where we're just kind of like zeroing into things that we really want to focus on, quality over quantity, fasting from things that we don't want to do in our lives, fasting from things that are just like kind of bringing us out of our goals, and just prioritizing the things that are the best for us. Okay, you can make this something that's going to be like ongoing on your daily life, or you can do something like a month of like a dopamine detox, or you can do like a month of simplicity, or a week, or you can do like a day of just like non-consumption. Like if this maybe motivates you to just do a little bit of non-consumption or non-overconsumption, that's my goal with this, and that is what you need to do. Just try it. Just maybe do a day of non-consumption or non-overconsumption, a day or a week or a month of just like cutting things out that you don't want, like cut out that, and then add these things in. So maybe every day you're doing a yoga or a breath work or a meditation or a prayer. Like it's like we're putting in the good things because we took out all this bad. We can focus now. We can have so much more extra time and energy to focus on these good things that are going to bring us higher up and bring us closer to our goals and bring us closer to our better selves and help us level up. Okay, I do health coaching, so if you guys want to work with me one-on-one, we can do online digital health coach. I'll be your health coach and accountability coach. Based on your dedication, you choose if you want to do 1 session, 6 sessions, or 12 sessions, and we're just going to work on leveling you up, and we're going to work on like what's holding you back and just work through the things that are making you feel stuck. Okay, you guys can message me on my platforms, they're in the link in the description, and I will see you guys in my next video.